was playing. So what you guys are going to be focusing on this week is you guys are going to be focusing on contractions. And remember, a contraction is when you have two words that you clump into one to make one word, and when we are talking informally with each other. So I could say, I could have gone to the store. Could have is your contraction. It's a blended word of could have. I could have gone to the store. Could have. There's two words, but we blend it into could have. So could have would be like your formal talking. Could have, informal talking, your contraction. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking a look at some contractions that have already been made for you, and you have to figure out what contraction is that a part of. So let's take a look at some examples. So for example, here's a contraction. Here in this contraction, I see the word you'll. You'll need to be here on time. You'll is a mixture of you and will. You will need to be here on time. So we've taken out the WI and we've replaced that with an apostrophe. Okay, so the WI are gone, and then we leave the LL. So you'll is really you will. So that's going to be in our first column here. If I take a look at this word, what word is that? What contraction is that? Couldn't. Good. I couldn't finish my work on time. Couldn't, I see the word could. If I take that off, that's the word could. This is a contraction of could not. I could not finish my work on time. Could not would be your formal use of language. Couldn't is our informal use of language. So couldn't is the contraction of could not. And as you can see, we attach the N to the word. We omit or we take out the O, and we replace that O with an apostrophe. And then our T comes after the apostrophe. So you have your first word here, could, attach an N to it, replace the O with the apostrophe, and then the T comes at the end. Another contraction could be this word here. This is the word wears. Like, where's my shirt? I left it on my bed. Where's my Chromebook? I can't find it. Where's is the contraction really of where is. Where is my shirt? Where is my Chromebook? What we do here for our contractions of is we take out the I and we replace it with an apostrophe, and then you have your S at the end. So you have your first word here, where, apostrophe S. So you get rid of the I and you blend it together into one. Our last column here, let's take a look at this contraction. What word is that? This is the word could have. If I take this off here, I see the word could. Could have. Could have is the contraction could have. I could have done my work, but I didn't. I could have done my work, but I didn't. With the contraction could have, what we do is you have your first word, and then you take out your HA, and you replace it with your apostrophe, and then your VE comes afterward. So this could have becomes could have with the use of an apostrophe. So here, everything will be a contraction of will, you will. This will be a contraction of not, could not, would not, should not, okay. Here you have where's, where it's a contraction using the word is. And here it's a contraction of the word have. So use your patterns here that you see to try and finish the rest of your sort and come back and check your answers. Okay, so let's go through all of the words and their contractions here. So in our very first column, whoops, sorry, went down way too low. There we go. In our first column of will, you should have you'll or you will. They'll, which means they will. This'll, this will. He'll, he will. Who'll, who will. She'll, she will. That'll, that will. So here with our sentences, you could be saying, he will do his work, or instead saying, he'll do his work. So think about how it would sound with the two words and then replace it with the contraction. In your not column, you should have couldn't, which would be could not, weren't, were not, wouldn't, would not, don't, do not, aren't, are not, hasn't, has not, doesn't, does not. So when you go to think of your sentences, think about how it would sound with the two words and then replace it with a contraction. I do not like it when you take my stuff. Now replace do not with don't. I don't like it when you take my stuff. Okay? I want the contractions in your sentences. Is, where's or where is, here's, here is, whose, who is, there's, there is, what's, what is. So I could say, there's my mom standing by her car. But really that means there is my mom standing by her car. In our last column, have, you should have could've, would've, might've, should've. I might have done my work if I had time. But really that means I might have done my work if I had time. So think about how it would sound with the two words as well as with the contraction. Great job.